Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the 76ers. They're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
You know, for Brooklyn, they've gotten off to a sluggish start, still trying to figure out how all the pieces fit together and get things running smoothly.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. And for Brooklyn, Thomas and Finney-Smith on the wings. Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Melton in at the point. Well, we have the small ball era, Clark, but now size is a premium once again.
BA, another example of how things change but also stay the same. Small ball skills with size is what we want to see now, and that's what's happening across all the teams in the league.
Turner, no good. Ball stolen. Here's Nembhard. Rejected by Claxton. Simmons with it. Turner covering. Simmons, no good. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Halliburton. Now Turner. Over Simmons. Here's Halliburton. Claxton with the block. And he stays with it. Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. And stolen by Claxton. Melton passes to Simmons. And he makes it on the layup.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Nembhard outside. Siakam, the pass to Mathurin. The offensive rebound. Nice shot by Turner.
High percentage look right off the bat.
Brooklyn with the ball. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
Sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
You saw the play unfold. Mathurin got out ahead on the break.
Now here's Simmons. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
A pest down low. Those 3 blocks really affected guys attacking the hoop.
Clock at 6. Melton passes to Claxton. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
On the wing, Nembhard. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Pass to Turner. Now Halliburton. Here's Siakam. The rebound by Melton. The Nets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. Mathurin with some nice D.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Indiana. They're in a solid spot right now, 5th place. And, of course, there's the Nets, now 9 games behind.
When I look at Indiana, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Now here's Thomas, coming off a solid outing against Chicago.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. Halliburton against Claxton. And then Turner with the dunk.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
On the board, he's had a much bigger impact these last few years than he did before that. He can be relied on now to make a difference with his rebounding, and that's a product of how hard he's worked down low.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Melton.
You know, with Melton, you get a lot. You get floor spacing, steals. He can play both guard positions, and he's a good rebounder for his size, too.
And Melton drops them both.
And Melton has continued to improve at a steady rate, which is something you like to see. He's a versatile combo guard who always plays hard.
Turner, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Melton with the ball. Averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Thomas. And he hits it to tie the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here's Indiana now. And here's Halliburton. 15 in his last outing. Siakam for 3. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season. Claxton against Turner. It's Thomas on the wing. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Thomas.
6th in opponent points per game, and they're in the NBA's top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. When they're playing with full intensity, their defense is up there with the best of them.
And to go back to those three-point shooting stats, even in a league pretty crowded with long-range shooters, their ability to get hot from beyond the arc is still noteworthy. Now here's Nembhard. Still no points. 5 on the clock. Siakam outside. Takes the 3.
The hustle from Simmons on defense is contagious, infectious. He brings all-out energy on every possession.
Back to Melton. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's too easy for Melton. The defense has to offer more resistance there.
Indiana leading. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Halliburton against Melton. Fires, high post. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Melton against Halliburton. Melton outside. Pass to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Finney-Smith. Offline with a 3. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Nembhard, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Mathurin with the ball. Finney-Smith's there. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has coupled with his production. and his maturity, well, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. The first one falls.
You know, when you think about Mather and his scoring ability really jumps out at you. You got to be excited about his future.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so he makes both from the line.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who said of his all-star point guard, his knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Indiana making a switch here. Toppin's checked in, and he sinks the second. Indiana leading by 4. Pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, it's a scary thought.
Now here's Melton. Now Thomas. Outside Johnson. 6 to shoot. Finney Smith a screen. Wing shot on the way. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Melton. Johnson on the wing. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
And here are the Pacers now. It's a 5-point game. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
That free throw no good. Indiana making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. And he's good on the second. Here's Melton. Pass to Finney Smith. Thomas with the ball. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. And he gets it back. Shot clock at 2.
Good defensive awareness that time by Toppin to come and block the shot.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich has checked in for Claxton. Johnson comes in for Thomas. And Milton subbed in for Melton. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Nesmith comes in for Nembhard. Now here's Siakam. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Pass to McConnell. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Siakam, no good.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
They get it again. Here's Johnson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
I also like the fact that they've been able to block quite a few shots so far, a testament to hard work and good positioning on the defensive end.
Toppin outside. Back to McConnell. Siakam outside. Jackson, the pass to Siakam. The rebound by Bogdanovic.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
McConnell against Milton. Johnson on the wing. Back to Milton. Over McConnell. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Nets making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And taking a look at the last 10 games, here are the bigs who have been distributing the ball at a high clip. Ben Simmons, number 1. Second, Pascal Siakam.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. And you're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Johnson. Another shot. Johnson on the wing. He's marked by McConnell. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Bogdanovic. Over Toppin. Bogdanovic, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
McConnell's shot is off. Nets trail by 5. Stolen by Jackson. McConnell with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Here's Siakam. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Siakam's got 5 now.
A long swing player, Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
And Brooklyn with possession here. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside Finney-Smith. No good with the triple.
This has been a tough quarter for him and a challenging game for this team.
Wiseman, he's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Three-pointer. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Bogdanovic with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Johnson. Indiana with a rebound. There's 25 seconds left in the first. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Walker, he's checked in for Wiseman. Now here's McConnell. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Jackson. Halliburton outside. And the layup is good. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
That's good from Simmons on the assist by Bogdanovic. 6 points for him. And so it's Indiana closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Here's Simmons. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Toppin out there with Jackson. Then there's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nesmith in at the three. He buries it from three.
Unfazed by the defense, Bogdanovich with the quick trigger.
Johnson against Halliburton. Shoots over Johnson. Nesmith on the wing. Back to Toppin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Jackson. Second chance effort. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. And the upcoming schedule for Indiana. On Friday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. Then on Sunday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Johnson. Outside Bogdanovich. Excellent D there from Toppin. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
Pacers leading by 6. The open shot, Halliburton. Brooklyn pulls it in. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're among the top 10 in the league in block shots. They don't concede easy buckets at the rim. Their big men play great help defense inside.
And these guys have great chemistry. They're playing for one another. You can tell. It doesn't matter who gets the bucket. It's a team effort. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Back to Nesmith. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Jackson down low. Johnson on him. All right, a chance to check out stats for Bojan Bogdanovich.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
Good on the second one. Here's Milton. No points so far. Pass to Simmons. Down low. Here's Bogdanovich. Clocked! And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin. Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. And here's Indiana now. 6-point lead. Halliburton against Johnson. Jackson with a screen on Johnson. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Indiana leading by 6. And here's Nesmith to the paint. Toppin passes to Halliburton. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5. No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. Tries the 9-footer. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Toppin against Johnson. Now Milton. Left side, Bogdanovic. Sinks the tray. Bogdanovic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, he's such a gifted shooter. You can't give Bogdanovic any breathing room. Otherwise, he'll hurt you.
McConnell against Milton. Jackson with a screen on Milton. McConnell passes to Jackson. He takes it in. And the dunk by Jackson.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Milton. The Pacers making their last shot. Bogdanovic, that's good.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Pacers leading by 4. Outside Nesmith. Here's Toppin. Outside Nesmith. Jackson the screen. Here's Halliburton. Who drains the 19-footer. Halliburton's got 8.
All Halliburton needs is a little dancing room. Once the screen provides that, he's ready to roll.
Here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Johnson passes to Simmons. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Toppin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson against McConnell. Pass to Jackson. Halliburton outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a pass by Halliburton. He's so comfortable running the screen and roll. Excellent.
Nets trail by 8. Milton passes to Simmons. Here's Johnson. Nesmith covering. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. For Brooklyn, Nick Claxton comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Thomas in for Milton. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Matherin's checked in for Nesmith. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And Johnson drops them both. Indiana leading by 6. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Now here's Johnson. Outside Bogdanovic. Lets it go from the wing. And that one drops for him. Bogdanovic has got 11 points.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Outside Matherin. Pass to Siakam. Turner, a screen on Bogdanovich. Turner passes to Mathurin. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Mathurin missing. Nets trail by 7. Now Johnson. Bogdanovich with it. Pass to Claxton. Back to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Siakam. Pacers with a rebound. Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now here's Johnson. And here's Thomas. To the inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Halliburton. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Here's Turner. The 3 is up. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Nets trail by 7. Johnson on the wing. Halliburton against Johnson. Outside Bogdanovich. Johnson a screen on Turner. Here's Bogdanovich. It's not going to go for him. Siakam with the defensive effort. Uses the glass on the layup. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and when it comes to finishing plays, Siakam can beat you back to the basket, facing up and, of course, in transition.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Johnson. Inside. Here's Bogdanovich. Thomas outside. And here again, the Pacers in transition. Up the court they go.
7th in blocks. And looking at opponent field goal percentage, that's a major vulnerability of theirs. Down in the bottom third of the league on that stat.
And circling back to those block numbers, this squad has been all about protecting the rim this season. That spot in the top 10 for blocks is proof that it's working for them. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Some changes for Brooklyn. Simmons is checked in for Bogdanovich. Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson, and it's Melton in for Johnson. The Pacers also with a sub. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. Nets trail by 10. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Thomas outside. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Pacers have gone 8 of 15 in the second. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. McConnell against Melton. McConnell passes to Turner. Now here's Siakam. Puts up a 3. And that's his 4th bucket in 9 attempts.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
Brooklyn has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Thomas outside. To the inside, Claxton. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. He's made one and missed one so far at the line. Free throw good. Claxton, Toppin. He's checked in for Indiana. Both shots good from the strike. Pacers leading by 11. McConnell with it. No points yet. Pass to Siakam. Three-pointer Mathurin. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got his third assist of the night.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Toppin against Simmons. Thomas outside. Floats one, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. But you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star. Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
Three-pointer Mathurin. Brooklyn pulls it in. Simmons has got 4 rebounds in the game. And Claxton gets it to go on the assist from Melton. Claxton's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice pass from Melton. Solid job at getting it to his teammates.
Indiana has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Outside Mathurin. And they get it back. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. And right here, an intimidating group. The leaders in blocked shots over the past month. Second is Nick Claxton.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end, just swatting away shots left and right.
Jackson, he's checked in for McConnell. Now here's Melton. He's guarded by Nembhard. Melton outside. Pass to Simmons. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Pacers leading by 10. To the paint. The 6-footer. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Obi Toppin is known as a high flyer for good reason. He's somebody that really goes after any chance he gets to throw it down. He's dunking it whenever he gets close to that rim.
And he knocks down the first one. Indiana making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Hits them both. Nets trail by 12. Thomas left side. Outside Finney-Smith. Out to the right wing. Simmons, the pass to Finney-Smith. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Good work from Finney-Smith down low, putting his size and reach to good use.
That's tipped. Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. so he hits both. One second left. No luck on that one. Bennedict Mathurin has been leading the charge for Indiana, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm alongside Coach Rick Carlisle. Defensively, you are slowing them down. What can you say about the effort you're seeing so far?
You know, this team is a deceptive team despite their record. They got a lot of weapons, and they've been a tough matchup for us, so we've got to keep grinding away.
The grind continues. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
I think for the Pacers, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the Brooklyn Nets.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Bennedict Mathurin.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Nets trail by 12. Thomas and Finney-Smith on the wings. Nicholas Claxton out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Melton in at the 1. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's Melton. Halliburton with some nice D.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Well, the Nets shooting 34% thus far in this game. Now here's Thomas. Not a lot of room. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. And here's Mathurin. 4-3. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Now here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Simmons. To the left side wing. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Halliburton. 90 seconds into the second half now. Brooklyn pulls it in. Simmons has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Melton. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. He's 0 for 2 at the line in this one.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Now here's Thomas. Melton outside. Shot clock at 6. He can't hit that time. Halliburton with some nice D.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Thomas finds Claxton. And Turner with the block.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner, hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Halliburton's shot is good. Halliburton's got 10.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Here's Thomas. Basket counts. He's got 5. Indiana leading by 14. Pass to Turner. Outside Mathurin. Halliburton outside. And stolen by Melton. Finney-Smith with it. Picked up by Mathurin. Melton outside. Now here's Simmons. Stolen by Siakam. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Brooklyn with the ball. Following the bucket by the Pacers. Thomas outside. Down low. Here's Claxton. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Mathurin. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. On the wing, Finney-Smith, defended by Halliburton. Left side, Finney-Smith. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Props to Finney-Smith. I mean, going up strong, earned himself a trip to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
The definition of a stretch four, Finney-Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Simmons looking around. Claxton a screen on Siakam. Simmons with it. Turner covering. And Claxton throws it down.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
Here's Halliburton. 10 points for him. Pass to Turner. And here's Mathurin. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the long J. Mathurin's got 20 points.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Outside Finney-Smith. Now Claxton. Here's Simmons. Second shot opportunity. Siakam with the defensive effort.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Halliburton. Turner finds Mathurin. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Simmons. Siakam pulls down the board. Indiana leading by 18. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to review the game plan. For Brooklyn, Johnson, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Johnson in for Melton. The Pacers also with a sub. Toppin, he's checked in for Mathurin. Toppin left side. Siakam for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Johnson. Pass to Claxton. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around. Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Johnson against Siakam. Outside Simmons. From deep, Johnson. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Toppin. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Aggressive work in the lane. Toppin has the size and he has the bounce.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. Trailing by 19. Claxton a screen on Siakam. Simmons. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you know, I really like when Simmons is aggressive like this. I mean, looking to score and daring the defense to foul him, he puts a lot of pressure on the opponent that way.
That one misses. Indiana leading by 19. Nembhard outside. Fires from the wing. No good. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Simmons, no good. And the Pacers shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Right wing. Back to Halliburton. Toppin, a screen on Johnson. Halliburton for 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Simmons has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Halliburton. Now here's Siakam. 10 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. The shot off that time. Nets trail by 17. Simmons, the pass to Johnson. Toppin against Claxton. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Indiana. Toppin outside. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
The Nets shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Johnson passes to Johnson. Pass to Simmons. Johnson with it. He's marked by McConnell. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Simmons, the pass to Johnson. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
A difficult situation for Brooklyn. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
That one falls.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And the Pacers shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Siakam against Simmons. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just a straight baller move from Siakam. I mean, shrugging off the coverage and keeping his focus on that basket.
Brooklyn has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And here's Simmons. Give him 8. Here's Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Fast break. Here we go. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Nets trail by 19. Here's Johnson. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Simmons. Toppin with a steal. In transition, here come the Pacers. And stolen by Claxton. Here's Johnson. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The free throw drops for Johnson. Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Bogdanovich comes in for Ben Simmons. And Milton subbed in for Finney-Smith. Nesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. And he makes both free throws. Now Siakam. 14 points for him. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Toppin outside. Clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. Jackson. Yes. And it's McConnell with the assist that time. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Milton. He's scoreless. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Johnson from behind the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Johnson's got 7 points.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Bogdanovich against Siakam. Toppin, a screen on Milton. Here's McConnell. Shots blocked. Johnson with it. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Indiana, they've got Aaron Nesmith. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Isaiah Jackson. And it's Toppin in at the 4. On defense, the Nets. It's a 16-point game. Jackson with a screen on Milton. Here's McConnell. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And Nesmith gets it to go.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now here's Milton. Johnson with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Milton passes to Bogdanovic. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. Jackson with a screen on Johnson. Halliburton, the pass to Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Sharp, he's checked in for Watford. And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. And it's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have in getting it right.
Indiana leading by 21. Halliburton looking over the floor. Nesmith passes to McConnell. Jackson with it.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's off on the first. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. He hits the second from the line. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Bogdanovic finds Milton. Back to Bogdanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Halliburton. The shot by Johnson, no good. McConnell with it. Milton covering. Halliburton, the pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. The Nets have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Bogdanovic, no good.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the first one at the line is good. Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Williams. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times. Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Thomas outside. An easy two on the layup.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Indiana leading by 20. McConnell outside. Pass to Jackson. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And here's Thomas. Back to Johnson. Pass to Johnson. Pulls it. The rebound by Nembhard. For Indiana, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Halliburton on the wing. Back to Nembhard. Jackson outside. Jackson with a screen on Johnson. Here's Nembhard. Misses the three. Nets trail by 20. Outside Johnson. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Here's McConnell. Now an update on Shake Milton from the sideline. What'd you find out?
Thanks. I got some news from Brooklyn's head athletic trainer. I was told it's a knee sprain. Not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. Rotations, game plans, and minute distribution will all need to be readjusted while he's out of the lineup.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Counted from distance. And the Pacers lead by 21.
One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Johnson with a bucket. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Clowney. Ben Simmons comes in for Bogdanovich. Finney-Smith checked in for Johnson. And it's Melton in for Johnson. Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for McConnell. Nembhard outside. Back to Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Pass to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
When he's this close to the rack, that's exactly what he's looking to do. Slam it down. Well done, Toppin.
Nets trail by 21. Outside Finney-Smith. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, B.A., changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing.
Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And Melton, here we go. Here's Claxton. And Turner with the block.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
And the Nets shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Pass to Melton. Now Thomas. He's guarded by Nembhard. From the wing. Nice D from Nembhard. Indiana leading by 23. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his third foul so far.
And after a first half where he didn't turn it over once, that has sure changed here in the second.
Matherin's checked in for Indiana. And here's Melton. Thomas outside. Back to Melton. Now here's Thomas. He's guarded by Nembhard. Clock at 4 from outside the arc. Thomas misses. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Melton on the wing, defended by Halliburton. Here's Simmons. Oh, and Turner with a block. They retain possession. Chalk up 2 there. Indiana's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Back to Halliburton. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Now here's Siakam, outside Mathurin. There's a screen by Turner. Mathurin with the ball. Finney-Smith's there. A good look from Siakam. Brooklyn with the board.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Here's Melton. Now Thomas, looking to get back on track. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. Free throw good, Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas. Indiana leading by 21. Nembhard outside. Halliburton, a screen on Thomas. Out left to the wing. Siakam, the pass to Turner. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Nick Claxton.
Yeah, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it, and does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Pascal Siakam.
We've been spoiled. I mean, we've gotten used to seeing him go after it like this. Just a maximum level of activity out there, and he's figuring out ways to track down second chance opportunities for his team. Man, so impressive.
Well, they were coming off 2 straight losses, and he put his foot down. He stepped up his game, had a big night, and got them moving in the right direction again. Now here's Simmons. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, BA.
And right now, Mathurin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
And he's back in business as the jumper finally drops for him. That gives him a double-double. Here's Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Siakam outside. To the middle. Here's Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. No good on the three. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pacers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Pascal Siakam.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
.44 seconds left in the game. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Toppin, defended by Bogdanovich. Toppin, a screen on Johnson. Here's McConnell, and that's good from 17 feet. And the Pacers lead by 20.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Now here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Johnson. Launches it. The rebound by Shepherd. McConnell outside. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
This is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself. Play basketball, have fun. And, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
Guys, he wants the pressure. Thanks, Pascal.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.